AEW All Out 2021 is right around the corner, and here we are. I am Sean Daniel as usual, and alongside I got Bruce Lira with me, back at it again with another wrestling podcast. And today we are discussing our predictions for this upcoming pay-per-view this Sunday. So without further ado, let's head on to the very first match of the AEW All Out, but it's actually not on the actual show. It's going to be on the buy-in, which you can actually see on YouTube. It is the 21 Women's Casino Battle Royale, and the winner gets a future shot at the AEW Women's World Championship. And the contestants here that I'm noticing, it is consisting of Nyla Rose, Thunder Rosa, The Bunny, Big Swole, Julia Hart, Ty Conti, Diamine. Forgive me if I'm pronouncing her name wrong. I'm so sorry because it is a weird way of saying it. Penelope Ford, Red Velvet, and 12 women who have not been announced yet, which is kind of a mystery, but more likely they're going to be women from the independent scene, but who knows. But as usual, Bruce, I would like to give your first initial thoughts. Who do you think is going to win this 21 Casino Women's Battle Royale?
I want to say Thunder Rosa because she's awesome, but I can also see like Ty Conti or someone just obscure. Like Nyla Rose is a beast, so I can imagine her potentially taking it home. But also, I'm really curious because I wonder if we're going to see Tessa Blanchard, even though I know her reputation and all that. But I don't know. It's kind of a mixed bag for me. I don't have a clear winner.
Well, for me, I think this is kind of a. I'm only seeing two possibilities here. My only options that I'm getting out of here is either Nyla Rose, because they've been trying to build her up in AEW Dark with Vicky Guerrero saying that she wants another shot at Britt Baker, and maybe they're gonna give it to Nyla Rose. But if that's not the case, then I think the other person possibly is Thunder Rosa, because they've also been building her up too. She's on a winning streak, and she's also got a good she's got a good pop going with the audience. So it's possible that they could give it to Thunder Rosa, but those are just my two predictions. I really don't know. It's either one of those two. I really don't know who's gonna win, but if I had to pick, it's just them. All right, let's continue on with our next match of the night. It is Miro defending his AEW TNT Championship against Eddie Kingston. This was just recently announced on last week's AEW Dynamite, which I did not know this was going to be a match. I did not know the storyline between it, but looks like it's happening. And Bruce, your thoughts?
This is kind of a last minute thrown together match, I think, but I don't think they're going to take the belt off of Miro. There's just no way, not this soon. So I can imagine it's going to be a good match. I expect some blood and hard hitting action. I don't. Miro's clearly going to win. They're not just going to take it off of him.
No, I'm really on for you. I'm really on all with you on that one, because I'm literally Miro's still champion because well, he's still new at it. He hasn't really had any tough competition because most of his title reign matches, they're a lot of squash matches, and they haven't really built up any new people to say, hey, this guy is tough enough to take on Miro. And I think that's what they're trying to do with him. They're trying to make Miro look like this unstoppable force, and they haven't done anything with Eddie Kingston. Eddie Kingston is pretty much, from what I see, is just filler for Miro. So I don't take this match seriously. I love Eddie Kingston. I know he was pretty good on the mic, and when we saw him in Houston, he was very entertaining. But they're not going to put it on Eddie, and 100%, this is definitely going to be Miro. Well, that's pretty much it for that one. On to the next match. It is Jon Moxley versus Satoshi Kojima from New Japan Pro Wrestling. This was kind of another last minute match that they added to it. It's really, well, from what I heard, rumors is that they were actually trying to get Hiroshi Tanahashi. That would have been very cool,
That would
but
be awesome.
that would have been very cool. But I think, but they did say that in reports that that match is still happening. We don't know if that's going to be with AEW or that's going to be in New Japan Pro Wrestling. But Jon Moxley versus Hiroshi Tanahashi is still going to happen. But as of for now, John is going to fight Satoshi at All Out. So Bruce, your thoughts?
I don't know, dude. I haven't seen like New Japan in years, so I don't know if the other guy he's fighting can really go. I guess Moxley. I don't know, dude. I'm not really looking forward to this match, to be honest with you.
Neither am I specifically. I don't know anything about Satoshi, and most of the people that do come from New Japan are very talented, and they do have the strong style. But I literally know nothing about Satoshi, so I can't literally judge anything about him. They haven't put him like any promos with him on
Mhm.
Dynamite as of this moment, as we're recording this, because this is pretty much kind of a as right now, there has not been any promos about Satoshi. There hasn't been any appearances from him. So I'm thinking like it's just John Moxley opening the forbidden door, as Tony Khan calls it, and it's just a swerve. But that's it. It's just another match just to get John on board with on pay per view, and that's it. I mean, I hope it's a good match. I mean, maybe it might
Yeah.
surprise me, but in all honesty, John Moxley is taking the win because here's the thing: if Satoshi wins, and it's more likely if Satoshi wins, they're going to continue this feud. But I highly doubt they're going to continue this feud. It's just a one and done thing. On to our third match of the night. It is Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, defending her AEW Women's World Championship against Chris Statlander. Bruce, who are you picking for this fight?
Who else? It's Britt Baker.
DMD.
First off, it's way too soon. She wanted at Double or Nothing this year, so I don't think they're just gonna take it off of her. I like Chris Statlander's look, but I don't know much about her. Many of you guys know I was a huge WWE fan. Now I'm just done with WWE. Now I'm trying to get more into AEW and trying to get to know more of these characters. So, but I'm going for Britt, man. That's Adam Cole's girlfriend, and she is talented, dude.
And you're 100% right. Britt Baker is definitely not losing this title because I've said this before, and I don't know if I've actually I don't know if I said this on the last podcast or anything, but I'm just going to admit it. The women's division in AEW, it sucks. I support women's wrestling. I am all for it. I love to see women wrestle just as much as the guys, but I'm gonna be all honest. The women's division in AEW sucks because they literally haven't built up any new stars. I mean, sure, you do got potential, you do, but the only one carrying this entire division is Britt Baker. I mean, you could have Nyla Rose, but Nyla Rose, she can't talk on the mic. You could have Hikaru Shida, but she can't talk on the mic either.
Yeah.
And you have Chris Statlander. She's good and she's okay with talking, but she's not at the same level with Britt Baker level. Oh my god, I knocked down my headphones. Oh my god, that was. As I was saying, 100% it is going to Dr. Britt Baker. They haven't built anyone up, and Chris Statlander is not at the same level as Britt, so they're not going to put the title on her. So 100% Britt's keeping the championship. On to our third match of the night, and this is a match that you and I both agreed, and even some other YouTubers, like as we watch Pro Wrestling Unlimited, they even said that this match is completely useless because we saw this match in Houston, and now that the fact that they're having a rematch, it's pointless. And it's pointless in storyline wise, but it's Chris Jericho once again fighting MJF for the fourth or fifth time.
To be honest, it should have ended at Double or Nothing. Double or Nothing had to me anyways, a definitive ending to that whole feud. And the fact that they're still going on, it's like, guys, it's cool, but we've seen this already. You're practically kicking a dead horse. We don't need this.
I know, because okay, here's one thing that I will criticize. I know a bunch of fans will say that, well, if AEW does a rematch, it's okay, but when WWE does a rematch, it's bad. And I
That's pretty biased.
That's pretty biased, I will admit, but this is a WWE method where it's a rematch, and the case scenario is if Jericho loses, he must retire from in-ring competition in AEW. So most likely Chris Jericho is actually going to win this match because I don't see them putting Chris Jericho away, and they're at least going to give MJF, not MJF, they're going to give Chris Jericho at least one win against MJF. But here's the thing, Jericho
He already won though.
When?
He's had a win over MJF at Double or Nothing.
He did?
No, it wasn't Jericho. Sammy technically won that match, but it's still a win, still a win. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm just saying is that even if Chris Jericho does win this match, MJF still got more wins against him. So I'm like, what's the point?
Yeah, what's the point? It's like, are you that desperate for just one victory? It's like you don't. I don't know, man. I'm not gonna lie. This card is, even though I love AEW, the card is kind of weak so far.
Just when it comes to these case scenarios, but on to our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fifth match of the night. It is the return of CM Punk facing Darby Allin in Chicago. And, well, there's no words to describe this. Bruce, take it away.
Me and you. 3, 2, 1. CM
CM Punk,
Punk! CM
CM
Punk!
Punk,
CM
CM
Punk!
Punk,
CM
CM Punk.
Punk! CM Punk! Punk's gonna win, Darby. Even though, hey, Darby, I love you. I love Sting. I love you both. Sting, thank you for coming to Houston. Thank you, Darby, for coming to Houston. CM Punk's gonna take it home. He's gonna beat you to a pulp. He's gonna beat you in front of Chicago. That is Punk territory. Chicago is Punk country. And you're going down, Darby.
You finished?
You're going down.
Oh
I
my.
blew out your eardrums, Sean. I apologize. But Darby, you're going down, brother. You're not winning. Go ahead.
There's no chance Darby's winning. As much as I say it, Darby Allin is very talented and he's an upcoming fighter, but it's like why make CM Punk lose if he's gonna fight in Chicago, his first match in over 7 years, and also he's a veteran, so this is definitely CM Punk. But there was one guy who did there was one guy on Twitter. He did say the only way he could see CM Punk losing is because CM Punk's been away for 7 years, and that since it's been 7 years, he's rusty. So they're like thinking kind of like a Rocky. Remember Rocky Balboa when he came back after he came out of retirement? And spoilers for the movie, if you haven't seen Rocky Balboa, he fights Mason the Lion Dixon, and Rocky doesn't win at the end, but he goes the distance. Next we got is the AEW World Tag Team Championships. The Young Bucks will be defending their titles against the Lucha Bros in a steel cage. This is the most anticipated match I'm looking forward to tonight, besides CM Punk. I just love the Lucha Bros. I love the Young Bucks. Bruce, what do you have to say about this match?
Lucha Bros are taking it home. I do not care. I love hey, no disrespect to you, Young Bucks. I love you guys. You guys are the best tag team in pro wrestling today. Not enough to beat my favorite tag team of all time, the Hardy Boys. But you're definitely number 2. Anywho, I love you guys, but y'all are gonna get beat. Come on. The Lucha Bros, yeah, they better. If I'm telling you this, Lucha Bros do not go over in that match, we're rioting.
You serious about rioting?
We'll throw something.
Well, it could go either way, but if I had to pick one, I want the Lucha Bros to win not just because I mean, my only reason why I think the Lucha Bros won't win is because they're already a tag team. They're already the tag team champions in AAA, but that it doesn't mean it's impossible that they can hold 2 titles. And the thing is, the Lucha Bros already deserve a tag team championship, and
yes, we've been asking for this for how many years?
Since 2019, pretty much. And the fact is, the Young Bucks, they've already held that championship for a good while already. They've held it. Let me see how long they've held it on to. They've held it on for. They're the longest reigning tag team champions right now for 295 days as we're recording this. So I think almost a year. So I think it's actually been they've had the championships for long enough already. So I think they should pass it on to Pentagon.
Passing the torch.
Pass it on to Pentagon and pass it on to Rey Fenix. Next match on the card is Paul White making his AEW in-ring debut against QT Marshall. This is pretty much going to be a squash match.
It'll be a fun squash match, and I bet you it'll be hilarious.
You think so?
Who here is tired of QT Marshall's crap? QT, you're a good heel. I'm tired of your crap. Okay? You're going to get the crap kicked out of you by my man Paul.
This is actually one of the few times I've actually heard you curse, considering how very censored you are.
All I said was crap. That's not a cuss
I know,
word.
that's like the biggest bad word I've heard you said in a long time.
It's not even a cuss word. Whatever. Anyways.
As far
as my cussing ability. I guess if that's you count it as cussing.
Well, since it's gonna be Paul White's debut or the Big Show, it's gonna go to.
You've seen this Titantron. It says no more BS.
Okay, no more BS. I am sorry. Forgive me on that.
I forgive.
It's gonna be Paul White all the way, so we don't have to question about that. Next,
Paul.
Our main event of the night is gonna be Kenny Omega defending his AEW World Championship against Christian Cage. I'm just gonna call it right now. As much as I'm a Kenny Omega fan, but there's no way Kenny is losing this title against Christian Cage.
Aww. I actually want Christian to go over.
Oh wait, this is actually the one time you and I are disagreeing on this?
Yeah, I like Christian. I want him to go over.
I like Christian too. By the way, I've met the guy. I'm gonna put that picture up on there because I've met him too.
Rub it in everybody's face
I
that you met Christian Cage.
I am so sorry. I
And
just
Dr. Britt Baker.
huh?
And Dr. Britt Baker.
I'm sorry. I mean, I just like to show that I just like to meet these celebrities. I don't mean to show off. It's just it's just something
Well, you don't mean to show off, and you intentionally show off. That's like you rolling up with a Bugatti. Hey guys, this is just this is just my casual car. I don't mean to show off. This is just what I drive on a Sunday.
Oh god. But no, so you and I got two different answers right here. You're saying that Christian Cage is going to win. I am saying Kenny Omega is going to win. That's pretty much for our entire predictions. But there is one more thing that we are speculating. This is not on the title card at all, but it's pretty much been a confirmed rumor that, well, there's no way of other saying this. They're saying that the wrestler Bryan Danielson will make an appearance at All Out this year. So fingers crossed for that. More likely he's going to show up, but when he does show up, it's going to be great. Well, that's going to have to do it for our predictions for AEW 2021. What do you guys think? Comment down below if there's anything that who you think is going to win between any of these matches. And we are going to be back on here, I think Monday, next Monday possibly, because we are trying to do our review for All Out and have our own initial thoughts on it. So as usual, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like what you see here, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe here to the channel for more content. And, well, we'll see you next time.
Adam Cole, if you're watching this, please come to AEW. Marry Britt Baker. She needs. That's the ending.
Okay.